Windows 95, once a thing which absolutely everyone had to deal with every day, has become an increasingly distant memory for all, and for the newer generations is more of a strange relic of archaeology comparable to the great pterodactyl fistfights of 2000. All you can do today to get whatever context you can is to run Windows 95 yourself on an actual computer, use an emulator, and read testimonies from people who actually lived in the era of Windows 95. Testimonies will give you wildly varied results, ranging from people who so dearly miss it to those who detest it because they claimed it was explicitly designed to crash every hour. It's been close to 25 years since it stopped being officially supported, and the vast majority of users moved on to newer systems by now, so these testimonies are going to be incredibly hazy. This haze, which brews up with the passage of time, opens the door for revisionism. Consider this. What is the first thing you think of when you hear the words Windows 95 launch? If your answer is a handful of rich guys dancing for 20 seconds, you failed. You are completely wrong. To start, how many people actually saw this clip on TV back in 1995? If I had to guess, my reasonable estimate would be 0, unless you count in Microsoft's own ultra-obscure satellite TV broadcasts, which are still entrenched in mystery, with very little footage resurfacing. Sure, this would have most likely been recorded in 1995, but a quick look at the logo points to a German public broadcasting service, which was using its post-2001 logo. They definitely got the footage from Microsoft themselves, seeing how the scene was shot from multiple angles perfectly in sync. If we go back to more widespread broadcasts from 1995 on national television, we're bound to see plenty of bits of what was the Windows 95 launch event, and it most certainly looked nothing like where the notorious dance took place. The stage was totally different. There were several tents set up, and Bill Gates was wearing a different shirt, the official one for the Windows 95 launch no less. Steve Ballmer wasn't even on the stage. At most, he would have been sitting in one of the limited seats available at the keynote. In March 2009, a video was uploaded to YouTube showing more highlights of the Windows 95 launch event, but just a few months later, some other random clip was uploaded with the title Windows 95 launch, which, would you believe it, is that clip of Bill Gates and his friends dancing. Not the real launch event, but I guess whoever did upload this pulled out some moonshot assumption on the fly, and over the years, the myth of the Windows 95 launch dance became the dominant narrative, all because YouTube's algorithm is stupid. Every August 24th, this clip would continue to blow up in popularity, which has become a real annoyance even for the Microsoft employees who were there at the time of Windows 95's release. In 2017, Raymond Chen wrote a short article officially debunking the claim that this dance clip was the Windows 95 launch event, albeit to much futility. The spread of this myth has gotten so out of control that Microsoft staffers themselves have bought into it, as indicated in the official Xbox documentary Power On. And quite ironically, in the same chapter, they had access to Steve Ballmer's internal video of Windows 1.0 from the source, which they somehow botched, despite almost certainly having it in a format of far higher quality than the vast majority of us could have even attained. In 2022, my great friend Blue Horizon secured a copy of the Windows 95 launch presentation in a mostly uncut form, along with 7 of the 8 complete VHS tapes from the Windows 95 Traincast. By my own recommendation, he uploaded it to YouTube alongside Internet Archive so some swindler wouldn't try to take all the credit for it. Not only did this video further confirm what the real Windows 95 launch event was like and where it took place, it also debunked a false release to manufacturing date which was randomly spliced into the Wikipedia article by an IP address which had never been used for anything else before or since, yet had similarly been accepted as fact over the years. I had correctly predicted that this upload would catch on fast, as it was cited on some major news outlets including Vice. In turn, we had high hopes this would extinguish the so-called launch dance myth once and for all. But it's been close to 3 years and still little has changed. That dance clip remains at the top of the search results and has grown by another 1 million views since the last time I checked. People still believe this is the launch, even though more evidence continues to become prevalent, which proves this not to be the case. After Blue Horizon's upload of the launch event, one Microsoft veteran, Trent Griffin, pointed out the dance clip was from a motivational sales event at a hotel in Hawaii which occurred well before the launch of Windows 95. Well, I've sat here hoping to see things change, and nothing has, and that's why I have to be the one to step up. Normally, I don't ever ask of this, but I highly suggest you pass this video around to others wherever you can, whether it be your YouTube community feed, Blue Sky, your favorite chat rooms, or whatever else you can think of. In turn, I recommend installing an open source browser extension like Lawrence's Remove YouTube Suggestions so you can stop the algorithm from pushing garbage to you entirely. But Koji, this is just an old operating system. Why does any of this matter? Well, it's not so much about a trivial detail as it is about how misinformation in general can go unchecked for years, if not decades on end, which, as we have become increasingly conscious of, can be potentially dangerous to our peers or society as a whole. And if no one is willing to cross-review an instance as simple as this, it's no wonder people are willing to base their most critical decisions on convenient narratives which benefit their emotional impulses.